Hey guys, what's up? It's your man Pete back for another episode of Selling Toronto. And I wanted to talk about a topic that can get a little bit, should I say, hairy. And it's not your traditional way of buying and selling properties. It's kind of something in the middle. It's not buying pre-construction, it's not buying resale, it's buying by assignment. And so in today's video, we're going to talk about how it really works and functions, whether it's right for you, like who is it right for, and whether it actually makes a good investment or not. And I got this question from one of my viewers, so I thought I would put something together since I have quite a bit of experience doing these types of deals as well too. But in its simplest form, basically it means that somebody is taking over a original purchase agreement that they made with the developer. And so you're picking up that contract from them and you're assuming responsibilities for closing this property when this unit becomes finished and time for you to occupy or rent out. And the purpose of it is it basically allows you to sell the property or sell the contract or rights to the future property to someone else. So you can transfer it to a family member, you can transfer it to your kids, you can transfer it to your parents, uncles, aunts, anywhere. Or you can also even sell it to just a total stranger, just as long as they've got the funds, the money, the means, and definitely the mortgage qualification if they need one. And its purpose is just to make sure that units can be a little more liquid, because as we know, pre-construction condo units can actually take a very long time to sell, to be built, and then to be finished so you can actually occupy and move in. You know, liquid's always good, right? Like you don't want to be buying something that you can't sell, right? And so back in the day, it was used by developers as a way to, yes, create more liquidity in the market, and it's also used as an incentive to get you to buy the original pre-construction condo in the first place, you know, giving you a little bit of leeway in case you can't complete this transaction. And while back in the day there was an admin fee somewhere usually in the range of $5,000 to $10,000, which is usually what the seller or the original buyer would pay the developer to have them take care of this, because there's contracts, paperwork, and lawyers involved. These days it's actually used as an incentive, so you don't actually have to pay more for it. They offer it to you as an incentive so that you'll sign the contract and buy pre-construction, while also giving people more flexibility. But the overall general idea is that developers don't like doing this, because especially if they haven't sold out all their units yet, then in a way you would be competing against them. It really doesn't help the developer in any way. It just provides more work and more hassle for them. But again, it's used as an inducement to buy, and it creates a little bit more liquidity just in case the first buyer cannot close the transaction. They can't get a mortgage or they can't come up with the money, which is why at the end of the day, developers still have the final say. They have to sign off and give permission for you to transfer the unit or assign the unit to another buyer. They can refuse to sign at any time. I've seen them delay for 6 months to a year or longer, because again, it's not really in their interest to do it. They can say that they are offering it, but then usually there's some certain like sold figures or thresholds that the developer has to meet as well before they start approving assignments. And sometimes the way they do it is they only allow you to sign it maybe 3 to 6 months before the building actually closes, meaning that the mortgage is set up and the funds are transferred. And a really big thing that if you were a new buyer of a condo assignment is that you would need to show proof that you can qualify for the mortgage or the market value of the property. And the reason why I say that is because sometimes the property goes up in value during that time, you know, when it was being built, which can take anywhere from 5 to 10 years. And so if it has gone up, so you, the new buyer, are responsible for not only paying back the deposit, whatever it is that the original purchaser paid, usually it's around anywhere between 5 and 20%. So you've got to have that in cash to be able to pay back the original deposit to the old buyer. So for example, let's say you bought a $500,000 condo and it went up $100,000 based on market value. Let's assume that the developer's deposit structure was 20%. So on a $500K property, 20%, that's $100,000. But during that time, when the unit was being worked on and it's out on the market by assignment right now, you've agreed with the original buyer to purchase at $600,000. So now the property has gone up $100,000 plus the $100,000 that was paid to the developer. So basically you need to have $200,000 to complete this transaction, which is actually even more than you would need if you needed to qualify for a mortgage. Are you starting to see a little bit where I'm headed with this? My audience, you guys are so smart. You guys are brilliant. So the point is that we're trying to make is you would need to have $200,000 out of the $500,000 value of the original property, and so you're basically putting down 40% of the value of the property in order to just get the assignment, right? I mean, that's fine. It's okay if you're planning to only get a 60% mortgage anyways. So basically condo assignments are very cash-rich investments. You know, obviously great for people who have a lot of cash and money sitting around and they want to invest it and take advantage of an opportunity. But the kicker is this. If that property doesn't end up going up in value, or you couldn't purchase it under value, like honestly the best way to pick up condo assignments are when people are desperate, motivated, they got to get out of the country, they need cash really quickly. Those are the ones that would be the most motivated. They might sell it to you for break even, or maybe just what they paid for it, plus agents' commissions to sell the property, to pay guys like us. And so for me, it's an okay investment. Like if you had picked up something at $550,000, but the market rate of the property would be around $650,000 once this thing is closed, it would have made a quick $100K. So if those opportunities don't arise and you're putting in a lot of cash, all of a sudden your ROI figures just don't really make a lot of sense anymore. You could have used that $200,000 and purchased maybe 2 or 3 properties. But yes, I get it, to each his own, right? So condo assignments, they're a little bit tricky, they're a little bit harder to navigate, and a little bit harder to assess what the value is going to be. I have worked with many clients where that has worked out tremendously for them, and there's actually even a way that I negotiate the deal so that you don't have to put up so much cash yourself. So if you're interested, we might be seeing a lot of those types of opportunities coming up soon, especially for people who are desperate for cash and they can't qualify for a new mortgage. But again, with the condo assignments, you would still need to have quite a bit of cash, substantial. It's either or, right? You have a lot of cash, or you can qualify for a mortgage really well, so meaning you have a good high-paying job, but you just have trouble saving money. You can still definitely get into properties and get into condos in particular if we're going to start to see a significant downturn in the market. So if you guys are interested, please feel free, hit us up. Email is over here. It'll also be in the description. And thank you all for watching and supporting the channel. We really appreciate it here. We hope that this information is valuable and useful to you in some way. And please be sure to hit the subscribe button. It's right around here. Give us a like if you like this video. Thumbs up would be great. And definitely if you need some more personalized, customized service, then please be sure to give us a shout. We would be happy to help you, whether it's resale, assignments, commercial, residential, duplexes, anything like that, give us a shout. So we'll see you guys in the next one, and thanks for watching. Bye for now.